Welcome students to your ninth geography. I'm Ms. Jovita D'Souza who is going to guide you through your chapter 1 of your geography. So students, you all must have heard of different kinds of maps, right? So few of the maps that we have already studied in the previous years of our schooling, we have maps like country maps. Okay, example India itself. We have different borders, boundaries, naming different states. Some show the boundaries, some show the different states, the water bodies surrounding it. In the states, and we come to know about the cattle, the forest that is there, the different kind of mills that are working, factories that are running. Other maps are the state maps, which points out at a particular state. Now, example, the state of Maharashtra itself. Here we can see the different states given to us on the screen. Okay, we have the water body that is the Arabian Sea towards the western region, and the different places that are mentioned in the state map. Also, with respect to the country and state map, we have in other maps like the world map that shows us different topography of the world and stating like Amravati. Now here we have seen the population density of Amravati. Okay, it's a particular state, a particular district over here that gives us a particular specific population with related to a place in the district Amravati. So moving on to today's first chapter, we learn something about the distributional maps. So I'll read out to you all the objectives that what are we going to understand and learn in this chapter. The first objective to us is to understanding what are the thematic maps and using different geographical techniques to identify the maps. Second is classifying data, preparing multi-purpose maps, locating data on the maps. And the third point is that we are going to study in the objective is finding various regions and places using geographical resources, locating on maps and making our reports. So first, you have studied the district, state and country maps in the early classes in the environmental studies and geography subjects. The main aim of the maps is to show the location of a place and distribution of variables. Some maps are prepared with special themes, and such themes are called as thematic maps. Through such maps, distribution of various variables in a region is shown. Distribution of temperature, rainfall, population, etc. is shown on the map according to the data of these variables. These maps are useful to explain the distribution of these variables in the region. Such maps easily bring out the patterns of distribution. To draw distributional maps, we need statistical data of the variables. And therefore, these distributional maps can be stated into three kinds. The first is the dot method that we are going to learn. Second, the choropleth method. And third is the isopleth method. Moving on to the very first method, that is a dot method. A dot map is prepared using statistical data. While preparing dot maps, only data gathered through counting is used. The way a variable is distributed throughout the region. The dots are used to show its distribution on the map. For example, the population of a region, the distribution of cattle, etc. To show distribution through the dot method, the value of a dot has to be determined. To do that, the lowest and the highest values of a given variable in a region are taken into consideration. Accordingly, the number of dots are determined. Also, we need to consider the size of the dot, the density of the variable, and the scale of the map. The number of dots to be given for the value of variable in each sub-administrative unit needs to be decided first. Now on your screen we have the map of Kolhapur that shows the distribution of population. Now talking about the size of the dots, we can see that each dot over here states that there is 5,000 population for each dot. Different places in Kolhapur have different size of dots.